What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. A lot has happened since I went on vacation. First of all, Nigerian President is still not back. How many months has it been since May? Father, you see? I know the man is sick, but seriously, Mr. President, put him on speed dial. You know, is this the change that Mr. President promised us? Now the governors are going batch by batch to see the man in London. And I'm asking, Mr. President, are you the president of London or the president of Nigeria? Missing in action for 3 months. Father, didn't the man promise that medical tourism would end during his tenure? One light, a lie. Oga Buhari, you lied to us.
All I can say is that Mr. President is in good health and he's not in life support and will soon be back. He's not in the hospital. I was thinking I was going to see him in the hospital. He wasn't even in the hospital. He was at home relaxing, having a good time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. We've been waiting for you to come and clarify this issue, you know. But of course, those of us that have been praying for Mr. President, we knew the man would be okay. We knew the man would get well. No, but so quite have we not been praying? Yes, we've been praying and fasting, so of course we don't expect anything less than Mr. President to be okay. But Governor Okorocha, in case you're watching, since the man is doing well, why can't he come back home?
When I made inquiry as to why he's still waiting, why he's not back home, and all I get as an answer was that he's just taking some vitamins to increase his appetite to regain his lost weight where possible.
Hey, so he cannot take vitamins in Nigeria? What is this man talking about? I don't see Kawe, okay? I bet he come back. He's taking vitamins in London. He cannot take vitamins in Nigeria. Put the president, Mr. President, you're welcome, and it's your girl, Ben. In case you're watching, let me look at the screen, Mr. President. It is okay for you to come and take your vitamins in Nigeria. Trust me, nothing would happen. Benny, London, and now why are we parking the presidential jet in London all these months? Are we not paying for the parking? That money would repair the roads in my hometown. I'm telling you. Now the plane can go and pick up Mr. President when it's ready. No be so? How bad? Hopefully you would learn something from this, Mr. President, that it is very urgent for you to build one, even if it is just one. You know, one good hospital, because you cannot be going to London every day. You cannot be going to London every day. I'm doing all of this because of you, Mr. President. I just want to make sure that you have fast access to Akamo and Kono, you know, and Furade Nono and Wara. The things that will actually make the man feel better, so he can feel better quickly. So you understand? Have you seen the food they are feeding the man in London? The man is suffering in London. Hey, you see banana, giving a full animal banana. What an insult! What an insult! Let the man come to Nigeria where he can have a camo, tuwo, and kono, you see what I'm saying? The things that will actually make him, that will make him feel better. In fact, they're making the man eat with a fork and knife. Let the man come and eat real food. Anyway, so while Mr. President is taking vitamins in London, did you guys hear what I had? Move closer. Hey, I'm telling you, please do not quote me. Can you guys believe that Oga Saraki of Ilori, the Senate President, he's trying everything to position himself as the next president?
No way!
Sit down there. Well, Nigerians are sleeping, so I'm not surprised. You know the Senate, let me look at the people. You know the Senate has voted for an amendment in the Constitution to reduce the power of the president and boost the power of the legislature. They are waiting for the lower house and the 2/3 of Nigeria's 36 regional state parliament to approve that one. But you know, Saraki is not joking. They have also restricted the power of the vice president. But to Tanembino, they voted to amend the Constitution to restrict a vice president or deputy governor who serves out the tenure of his or her principal in office in the event of death or permanent incapacitation to one fresh term of 4 years. In other words, today our attack if anything should happen to Oga Buhari, the Senate is trying to make sure that Osinbajo cannot run for president for 2 terms because they are Oga at the top. The Senate President wants to be president as well. Father! You see what is happening, Nigerians? The Senate also passed a bill that gives them immunity so that whatever they write, whatever they do, or whatever they say, so long as their lawmakers can no longer be used against them in court. So now they can still all the money they want. They can buy all those fancy cars that they've been buying anyway. Now they can buy it legally, and then they can forge documents and lie in their asset declaration as they've been doing, you know. So now nothing will happen if they do that. Wait a minute. Was that not why Oga Saraki was arrested? False asset declaration. Oga Buhari, you must come back home. You see, you need to come back. You and your vitamins, you must come back to Nigeria, because these people just gave themselves permission to steal all the money that they want in the same country where a gunman was sentenced to death by hanging because he stole $11. The man stole $11. Kia, they sentenced him to death. So we found out that about 47 ex-governors, including the Senate President, he's our favorite on this show. Anyway, we found out that 47 ex-governors were collecting 37 billion naira every year as pension. Father. You know, the day the judgment will start in Nigeria, people will say, what happened? What happened? You know, that is more than $100 million. When workers have not been paid, when pensioners, you know, the real pensioners, old people, have not been paid. Have you seen videos of pensioners calling Adeola a thief? Thank you very much. You're daft. Adeola only. It's not the only one. So many pensioners in different states have not been paid. But these people, the ex-governors, they are getting $100 million every year as a pension. And you know that so many of them are now senators, you know, like the Senate President. He was governor twice, and then he was senator, and now he's the Senate President. Which means that they are getting their salaries as senators, and they're also getting $100 million. All of them, you know, $100 million as pensions because they were ex-governors. Now, when the story came out, people started shouting. So Saraki said that, he has stopped collecting his own pension. By the way, Saraki wants us to know that it's not because the story came out or because people were shouting that he stopped collecting his own. He wants us to believe that he sat down and, you know, the thought just came to him that, Saraki, stop, stop robbing the people of Kwara State. You think he saw a vision? There must have been a vision. Anyway, now the good thing is young people in Nigeria marched in protest, saying that if they can vote at 18, if their vote can count at 18, that they should also be eligible for office. So the Senate passed the bill that reduced the age limit to run for president from 40 to 35. Yes, how wonderful. I'm telling you, when people unite, nothing is impossible. That is an achievement, and I hope that young people in Nigeria will now take advantage of this new bill and unite in order to bring forth a revolution in Nigeria. I'm talking about uniting because tribalism among young people in Nigeria, oh my God, you will be amazed. It breaks my heart because I see a lot of young people online that would defend criminals, that would defend people that have stolen huge money because they are from the same tribe. And many of these young people are directly affected. Some of them graduated for years with no job. Some of them spent more time in school than they should have because of strike. Some of them have not been paid their salaries for months. Others are now living abroad and now they have to keep sending money home because the condition has not changed at home. Despite all this, you will see people defending criminals because they are from the same tribe. You know, until we can call a thief, regardless of tribe or religion, until we can call a thief, nothing will change in Nigeria. But with this new bill, I really look forward to seeing young leaders spring up in Nigeria. It's been 57 years. Hopefully we can finally get it right. But you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.